Welcome to today's Explainer. I want us to kick things off by looking really deeply at a fundamental question. When you look up the most successful people in world history, the results almost always show the wealthiest individuals, the most dominant political figures, or these massive business tycoons. We see names like Bill Gates, Elon Musk, or famous conquerors from the past. But let's just pause for a second and really reflect on that. Is this truly the only way to measure a life well lived? Are wealth and raw power the ultimate yardsticks of human achievement? Today, we're going to challenge those preconceived notions. Now, everybody has heard of George Washington, the very first president of the United States. But how many of you know two other famous Americans who also shared the last name Washington? It's a pretty fascinating question, isn't it? As we uncover the answer together today, we're going to experience a profound paradigm shift in exactly how we view success. You see, while history textbooks and popular rankings often measure success by immense wealth or sheer political power, our explainer today is going to take a slightly different path. We're going to look closely at three distinct men. They all share the name Washington, yet their journeys were vastly, vastly different. Through their truly inspiring life stories, we're going to redefine true achievement. We'll be moving away from that traditional idea of success and moving toward a much deeper, much more enduring legacy. Let's begin with the first Washington, George Washington. Born into a wealthy colonial family, he tragically lost his father when he was only 11 years old. Without the opportunity for a formal college education, he instead inherited Ferry Farm, where he learned firsthand the incredibly hard work required to manage an estate. By 1752, he was inducted into the military, and this early experience, it gave him immense self-confidence and the perfect environment to really hone his leadership skills. As you probably know, he later led the Continental Army for over 8 years, ultimately being elected as the first president of the United States in 1789. But here is the crucial point. It's not just that he achieved the highest office, it's how he used that success to establish humble, true principles for a brand new nation. He knew his actions were going to serve as a precedent for everyone who followed, so he refused royal titles like His Majesty, opting simply for Mr. President. He ran as an independent, explicitly cautioning against excessive party politics. He even refused the personal hospitality of well-wishers just to ensure the nation's leader maintained absolute independence. He didn't act like a king, he acted as a servant to the nation's future. And that idea of service brings us beautifully to our second figure. Just listen to these powerful words for a moment. Success is not measured by one's achievements alone, but by the obstacles one overcomes in its attainment. This is the wisdom of Booker T. Washington. And with this quote, our focus completely pivots. We aren't just looking at the heights someone reaches anymore. We're looking at the profound, overwhelming barriers they had to break through just to get to the starting line.
Booker T. Washington's life is just an incredible story of resilience. Born into slavery and finally emancipated in 1865, his family had to immediately focus on basic everyday survival. As a young boy, he endured grueling physical labor in salt furnaces and coal mines. Yet deep down, he possessed this burning, undeniable desire for an education. To reach the Hampton Institute, he literally walked and traveled nearly 500 miles, taking up odd labor jobs along the way just to survive the trip. Eventually, he took charge of a new school in Alabama, building the renowned Tuskegee Institute quite literally from the ground up. Every single step of his journey is a testament to his incredible mental and physical resilience.
And the way he built that school brilliantly illustrates the depth of his contribution. When he first arrived at Tuskegee, there was no infrastructure, there was no money, just two small, dilapidated buildings and hundreds of earnest young souls who were absolutely hungry for knowledge. Booker T. Washington instilled the absolute dignity of labor in these students. Under his guidance, they built their own school. They raised the buildings with their very own hands in exchange for their education, even going so far as to build a brick kiln so they could make the materials themselves. It is truly remarkable. And his vision certainly didn't stop at the campus borders. His localized efforts at Tuskegee blossomed into massive national influence. He insisted on having an entirely Black faculty to ensure the development of strong, independent leadership. In 1900, he founded the National Negro Business League to empower Black business people across the country. His wisdom earned so much respect that he became a vital advisor on racial matters to 3 American presidents, William McKinley, Theodore Roosevelt, and William Taft. He took his own personal liberation and transformed it into vital community empowerment. We now turn, slowly and reflectively, to our third Washington, George Washington Carver. Much like Booker T, he was born into slavery, but his early life was marked by severe trauma and just unimaginable adversity. As a tiny infant, he was violently abducted by invaders along with his mother and his sister. And though he was eventually tracked down and saved, he was separated from his mother forever. Yet despite experiencing this immense tragedy so early on, his lifelong pursuit of knowledge would eventually change the entire world. As Carver pursued his education, he faced a deeply personal crossroads. It was a choice between passion and purpose. You see, Carver had a profound love for painting, the arts, and playing the piano. But his arts teacher, who noticed his incredible talent for understanding plants, persuaded him that he might struggle to earn a living purely as an artist. Carver faced a really difficult realization then. Following his personal artistic passion wouldn't allow him to make the greatest contribution to the African American community. So he chose purpose. He chose to study botany and agricultural science so that he could uplift his people. 47. I want you to just hold on to that number for a moment. 47. It was actually Booker T. Washington who invited George Washington Carver to come teach at Tuskegee. Carver accepted the offer, and he dedicated the next 47 years of his life as the director of agriculture research at that institute. 47 years of relentless, totally purpose-driven service. And during those decades, Carver used his brilliant education to literally change the American landscape. He noticed that the perpetual farming of cotton and tobacco was completely depleting the soil's nitrogen, which was financially ruining the local farmers. So he taught them a system of crop rotation, using legumes like peanuts and sweet potatoes to replenish the earth naturally. Years later, when World War II made it incredibly difficult to import textile dyes from Europe, Carver stepped up to the plate, creating over 100 different dyes from clay soils and potatoes to assist the country. He saved countless farmers from absolute ruin. And the sheer scale of his innovation is just staggering. 300. As a byproduct of his experiments with crop rotation, Carver invented roughly 300 entirely new uses for the peanut. I mean, that masterfully showcases his relentless scientific curiosity and his absolute, unwavering dedication to finding practical solutions for everyday people. Carver's life was a pure, living demonstration of his own beautiful words, "Anything will give up its secrets if you love it enough." His profound love for his scientific work, and more importantly, his deep love for his people, truly unlocked the golden door of freedom and innovation for so many Americans. So, we return to our initial question today. How do we truly measure success? Well, by synthesizing the lives of these three remarkable men, I think we arrive at a new, paradigm-shifting definition. True success is measured not so much by one's personal achievements or bank account, but by one's enduring contributions to society. George Washington used his immense power to set lasting democratic precedents. Booker T. Washington overcame unimaginable obstacles to build an institution of genuine empowerment. And George Washington Carver sacrificed his own artistic passion to completely revolutionize agriculture. They all contributed something that far outlasted them. I want to leave you with this somewhat provocative thought today. When we finally strip away the rankings of wealth and the relentless pursuit of power, and instead look at the pure dignity of serving others. Based on this new measure of true success, what will your contribution be? This explainer has been created using AI tools based on the original Inforjunction article, Successful People, How Do We Measure Success? Thank you so much for joining me today. Keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, keep contributing.